Alrighty guys, welcome back to another psych video. So in this video, I want to talk about overtrading. I'm going to clear out the obvious. You don't overtrade because there's too many setups, right? You're not overtrading because you see all these amazing, beautiful setups that just present themselves in front of your face, because that's not what trading is really like at the end of the day. It's really just like being patient, waiting for your A+ setup, which happens maybe once or twice a day. Okay. So overtrading stems from something completely different than just seeing your setup multiple times. The real reason you overtrade is because you feel uncomfortable doing nothing. Because waiting feels like you're not doing enough and it feels like you're losing. Because you are so eager to become that person that's profitable that you feel like when you're hands off and you're not doing anything, you feel like you're not moving forward and taking those steps that need to be done in order to become a profitable trader. When in reality, becoming a profitable trader is staying hands off. That's 90% of the game. It's not overtrading, it's staying completely hands off. You need to get over the habit of feeling bored and feeling like that strong sense that you need to take a trade, that strong urgency that you need to take a trade, because that will ultimately just lead you to blowing multiple accounts. You're going to blow a lot of money and it's going to take you further, and you're going to have to work more hours at your job to make back the money that you just blew when you could have just stayed hands off. And the best way to stay hands off is knowing that if you skip out on overtrading, the only thing you're doing is building good habits. And the only thing you're doing is getting yourself closer to that profitable version of yourself. Overtrading is what happens when you start trading your emotions and not trading your actual edge in the market. The actual edge that you've built for however long you've been trading for, you're just deteriorating that edge and letting your emotions completely take over. And overtrading usually comes from one of these four emotions: boredom, revenge, FOMO, and feeling the need to make the money back quickly. Those four emotions are the ones that completely destroy your trading and completely destroy your progress of what you've built up until this point. And the crazy thing is, when you're over trading, you know you should not be doing that. Like, you already know that like what you're doing is completely wrong and it's just taking you further back. But you still do it because you're so focused on the money and you're so focused on changing your life's outcome. Yet what you're doing right now is simply just taking you further from where you want to be in life. So why are you doing it? And I already know why you guys overtrade. It's literally as simple as you get on the charts in the morning. All right, you wake up early in the morning, you get on the charts, you prep, you do all of this work just for you not to take a trade. You're like, no, F that. Like, I need to take a trade. Like, I need to do something, you know? But that's not how trading is whatsoever. Trading should be treated like a literal business. Like, you have to do the right things in order to make this business thrive. And doing those right things means staying hands off most of the time. That's just how trading is. The less you do, the more it is. Trading is a very like counterintuitive game, and you not being able to sit still is what's costing you all of this lost progression, all of this money being blown, all because you simply can't stay hands off and you simply can't just stay still. But when you can counter those emotions and then you can actually control yourself and say, hey, listen, whatever your name is, calm down, take your hands off the keyboard, take your hands off the mouse, stop overtrading. I know what I'm doing right now is not good, or I know that the feelings that I'm feeling right now is not going to lead into anything good. So let me stop. Let me take out my journal. Let me write down my emotions. Let me write down what I should be doing, and let me do those things. And if you're trading something like my model and you don't see the setup within the first macro, you come back to the next macro. And if you don't see a setup in that macro, you can just stay hands off for the day and say, hey, okay, I'm not going to trade this day. Price action doesn't look good. If I start to overtrade and I start to revenge trade because I feel the need to do something because I woke up early, I got on the charts, I did all of this technical analysis, I used my brain, etc. I have the need to make money, or I feel the need to make money. You need to stop, because that right there is going to make you go so far back in your progress, in your journey, that you do not want that. I'm telling you, because that's just going to build really, really bad habits. And I know you usually don't wake up and say, well, today I'm going to overtrade. No, you're more than likely saying, I'm not going to overtrade. I'm going to follow my rules and do this. But the minute you take a loss or you get break even, you're like, no, I need to make this back. I need to see some progression. I need to succeed. That's when you start to overtrade. And that is exactly where you need to cut the line. 1 trade a day, 1 to 2 trades a day. And fortunately, if you're trading like Top Step or Trade of 8, you can set auto lockout, and you need to do those things in the beginning in order to become a profitable trader. There's honestly no other way, in my opinion. And I think another really big problem is you guys find a lot of dopamine. You guys get a lot of dopamine from trading, and that's a problem. You guys should not be getting dopamine from trading. Like, yes, you're allowed to feel happy when you take a winning trade, but if you make this a dopamine driven game, this is going to go so bad for you, and you're going to go down a really, really bad rabbit hole. The minute you can cut that dopamine from taking, a win, like, obviously you can't really control your brain's chemicals, but you can just put it on a lower pedestal, I should say. Like, say, okay, I took a win, it's nice, nothing's really changing in my life right now. If you're trading a funded account, nothing's really changing until you get that money in your bank account. So cool, you took a win, nice, you followed your rules. Okay, good, congratulate yourself, move on with the day. Come back the next morning, repeat, repeat, repeat. That's how you become profitable. And I'm telling you, that's literally the only way you become profitable, is if you can start journaling, start actually writing down the things that you know you should be doing and actually doing them. And the real enemy is the feeling that you need to be involved, because a lot of traders feel very valuable and feel like they are working when they're in a trade or when they're taking trades. So imagine when you're not taking a trade, they feel like they're not doing anything, they're not working. That's the problem right there. But the thing you need to understand is trading does not reward constant involvement. It rewards selective involvement. So you need to understand that the market pays patience and it punishes the need to feel involved. Think of it like a strange analogy like this. You're playing basketball, you get the ball, okay? That does not mean you need to take a shot every single time you have the ball. You have to wait in order for the proper position and the proper case scenario to take that A+ setup, or that A+ shot, I should say, in order to have a high probable chance of you making that shot. It's the same thing with trading. You can use that same analogy in trading. And another weird analogy would be like you're going fishing and you're setting the hook every single time when you're not feeling anything because you're impatient and you want to just maybe catch a fish, just get lucky and maybe like foul hook a fish. But that's not how it works. You stay patient until you get the bite and then you set the hook. Then you have a much higher probable chance of catching a fish. So in order to counter this, start limiting your trades significantly. Set auto lockout 1 to 2 trades a day max. This is so important. This will pretty much solve the need to overtrade, because it's going to build a good habit of you taking 1 to 2 trades, and knowing that you only have 1 to 2 trades to take for a day, you're going to take the A+ setup. You might see a setup that's like 50% decent, and you're going to say, wait, if I take this setup, I only have the opportunity to take 1 more trade after this, or this is my last trade. Am I really going to take a 50% setup, or am I going to take a 90 to 95% setup? You're going to wait for that 90 to 95% setup. But if you don't have auto lockout set, you're then going to gamble that 50% setup and say, it's okay because I can just take more trades after this. But the minute you have auto lockout set, you're kind of screwed because you can't take any more trades in this. So you're not going to want to end the day with a losing trade, because then you're really going to feel like you're going backwards in life. So if you take that 90 to 95% setup, even if you lose, just know that setup looked really good and that it's more than likely going to work out the next day. And you not overtrading is you not blowing that account. So I hope you guys found some insight in this. I know it's a relatively short psych video, but I think it's a pretty good one. I think you guys really need to hear this, especially if you're struggling with this problem, because this is the #1 problem and needs to be countered in order to become a profitable day trader. And there's honestly no work around it. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next psych video. Peace.